What's going on, everybody? It's TheNidien, and yes, I know I haven't posted a video in a couple days now. What I have going for myself is we finally had the baby. Finally, it was Friday afternoon. While I was at work, I ended up having to go to the hospital around 4, and she finally had the baby around 5:30 in the morning. So it was a good 13 and a half hours of sitting in a hotel room trying to get, 2 to 3 minute naps in between contractions and all hell breaking loose. And it definitely wasn't the prettiest thing in the planet, but the baby's good, she's good. The baby was 9 pounds 9 ounces, 22 inches of complete ass kicker, just a little bit smaller than my first son, but I have more poundage in babies out of 2 than most people do in 3 or 4 in some cases. But that's it for me. 2 kids is enough. 2 kids is enough for her, so I'm gonna go get my balls snippity snipped and having that taken care of. You're gonna hear some in-game chat. I'm gonna try to keep the sound down a little bit, but I'm not speaking in tongues and having 2 voices come out like some sort of whack demon. It's actually the in-game chat going on behind me. And yeah, so as you can see, this is a little bit of push the bomb, or yeah, I'm not exactly sure if that's what it's called, but I'm pushing a bomb with a cart. So, and you got to get it to the thing. This is the first game I've played with this. I didn't exactly know what to do, as you can see. And I have a few questions for you guys. Now, does it matter how many people are pushing the cart? See, I see a little timer and all this shit, and I almost think towards the end of the match, on my defense side of the thing, we were actually pushing the cart backwards. So I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but my question is to you guys: does it matter how many people are pushing it? The more people that are pushing it, the faster it goes, or is it just as one person's on it? And on that note as well, does it matter if, say, does it go faster, say a heavy pushes it compared to like a medic pushing it, and all that stuff? And here, this is my fail attempt at Demo Man. I got sick of these snipers, so I decided that I was going to lob some bombs over there and try to back them off and clear that little bit of an area out, because I was having a hell of a time. It just seemed like every time I came up around that corner, I was getting picked off with a headshot and all this other stuff. I think this may be my second time playing Demo Man. I actually just figured out that I could, with the little sticky bombs that you blow them up with the left mouse instead of just letting them sit. I could never figure out why mine were never going off. So I just figured that out, like, after this game, actually.
Touch it.
So I tried to do that and clear these guys out, and it didn't work for a while, but we started to actually push forward here a little bit. So that's my questions. One, does it matter how many people are pushing the cart speed-wise? Does it matter what class pushes the cart speed-wise? And obviously, any tips or tricks for this game mode would be just fabulous. As you can see, I finally fixed the whole thing with my black bars on the side. I played around with Sony for hours last night before I hit the sack, and finally figured out that all I had to do was click the maintain aspect ratio button and get that cleared out. So I got that fixed. But thanks for, I had a lot of PMs and suggestions on what to do, and unfortunately none of them worked, but I finally got this one to work, and thanks for you guys that PM me and try to help me out on that front. So I got my Battlefield 3 beta invite for buying Medal of Honor. So if you guys have Medal of Honor and you're looking for it, check your email. I got it through email. I haven't been on PSN at all, simply due to just not having time due to the baby thing going on this week. But so for you guys that are wondering if you're what I'm talking about and you bought Medal of Honor and you put in your little code or whatever, go check your email, and you should have an invite, and get ready for September, baby. The Battlefield 3 hype train is in motion. These guys are spending millions on this to get this all hyped up, and I think the hype is well warranted. But at the same time, there's, you know, here come the videos of the Modern Warfare 3 versus Battlefield 3. Which side you going to choose? What are you going to do your videos on? And what I'm basically talking about, if you guys don't know, is Fisticuffs put a video out about how if Battlefield 3 is a huge success and Modern Warfare 3 ends up being another fail on the Call of Duty front, kind of like Black Ops, there's going to be a changing of guard, and how a lot of these guys have locked themselves into a Call of Duty only channel. So their views are coming strictly off Call of Duty. No matter how much they hate the game, they play Call of Duty because they basically have to get their views, to get their money. And that was pretty much the gist of it, that people are going to have to start picking sides, and it's going to open up a new floodgate of Battlefield 3 commentators that are going to start making it to the forefront and overcome some of these Call of Duty only commentators. And then Hard 8 Times put a video out that's saying that was pretty much, you know, BS. And I first and foremost, I agree with both these guys. Both these guys made a lot of good points, and I can see exactly where both these guys were come from. But they're both, in my opinion, quote unquote, that is they were both kind of missing a lot of things that's going on. Now, Battlefield 3 is going to open up a lot of doors for a lot of people, especially if it's a huge success. Modern Warfare 3 or Call of Duty, it doesn't matter what you do, it's going to get views. That's just the way it is. Hard 8 Times, you know, in the same note on his video, he put in that he thanks his subs for not putting them in that box. Now, which kind of contradicted a lot of his arguments, because I think that's exactly what Fist was talking about. A lot of people have put themselves and locked themselves in this Call of Duty box. And what I mean by that is they only play Call of Duty. Like their subs will unsub them if they have anything other than Call of Duty on their channel. If they put vlogs on their channel, they'll unsub these guys for putting them on their quote-unquote Call of Duty channel. If they put any other type of gameplay on their channel, they unsub. Now, it's ridiculous, but that's how it works. And I think that's exactly what Fist was talking about, is a lot of these bigger channels have locked themselves in this box of Call of Duty, and there's no real way to get out of it. They're kind of forced into Call of Duty, no matter how much they hate it, no matter what. They're forced into that, and that's what he was talking about. Is if Modern Warfare 3 is a loss, and Battlefield 3 is going to become this next huge success, you're going to see that flip of the guard. And I think that you're going to start. What I think you're going to see is you're going to see people like Woody and all these guys start putting feeler tentacles out there. They're going to start talking about, hey, I'm thinking about playing Battlefield. I'm thinking about maybe buying a gaming PC, yada, 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 to get those feeler tentacles out there to see what their subs are going to say. Because it's still early, so they don't have to worry about it. If you get, you know, 40% of your subs saying, dude, you play Battlefield 3, I'm fucking gone, yada, 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 and they don't have to worry about it because they're like, oh, you know, I'm not going to play Battlefield 3, I was just seeing what you guys thought and all this crap. Now, whereas a channel like mine, I play a little bit of everything. I don't give a shit. I'll try everything. I'll play everything and give it a benefit of the doubt, whereas a lot of these guys will just give these games bad reviews because it's not called Call of Duty. They won't play anything because it's not called Call of Duty. And I honestly think, you know, Hard 8 Times doesn't believe it's going to hinder or hurt anybody, but I honestly think that eventually it's going to start doing that, because look at all the videos that are out there. You know, Call of Duty, 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 Call of Duty. They're the most viewed videos, but at the same time, they're pretty stagnant. You know, you got subs that are on some of these guys' channels that are begging for anything other than Call of Duty at this point. And I think you're going to start seeing some of these channels that actually let themselves stay out of that quote-unquote box start to grow a little bit more than guys that have just stuck themselves in the Call of Duty box. I hope that all made sense. I don't even know. I'm going to probably watch this back and I'm going to be like, what the hell was I even talking about? But that's my take on the thing. I think it eventually, not now, but eventually, it's going to start to hurt these guys if they don't broaden their horizons and start playing some more games. But we're going to get back to this gameplay a little bit because I got some more questions for you guys. As you can see here, I got totally twisted due to these two fools, and they probably got totally twisted as well, maybe due to me, but I got lost. I was running the wrong way. I took my, a minute. I took myself out of the game for like a minute. But what you see, and I've noticed, especially in this game mode, people are scared to do anything. Like, you'll see here, we get into like a battle where it's a push for it. Run around the corner, run back, run around the corner, run back, run around the corner, run back. And this crate, or the bomb there, stalls out big time. Here, I try to run around and flank these guys. Unfortunately, they pick up on me quite easily. And I didn't have a healer, and I didn't see any heal packs in this room. Well, shit, there's one right in front of me. But I tried to back these snipers up a little bit. And while my team could push this up a little bit farther and back these snipers up even more, because we got stuck here for quite a while. I didn't actually think we were going to progress at all. After this point, I thought this was pretty much dead in the water, dead motion here. As you can see, body parts and everything flying all over hell and back. Now, I've had a couple of you guys suggest some weapons for me to pick up. So my first question is, exactly how do you craft these weapons, and exactly when, now, do certain weapons drop from people? And then you have to, like, you run over their body and you get it? Or is it like a thing where you kill somebody and you automatically get it? Because I'll be randomly just getting weird shit. I got a pair of boots, a wrench, another sniper rifle, and a sandwich of some sort. I'm not exactly sure what all I have. I have like 8 or 9 items, though. But what I don't have is anything to craft with. And how do you get that scrap metal in order to craft? Because I see some of them take, like 3 pieces of scrap metal, 2 pieces of scrap metal, like two of the same type of weapons from the same class, plus a piece of scrap metal. Now, I don't have any scrap metal, so I don't know where this scrap metal is even coming from. So that'd be one thing, if you guys could help me out, is how do I get scrap metal? Do I have to be an engineer and build the things, and then when they blow up I get scrap metal, and then I can in turn craft different things? Or what's going on? So that's my first question. And then I have my questions about the bomb and the pushing it up and all that stuff. And then what else? I've noticed, see, right there, what exactly happened there? Now, was that a sticky bomb? Is the only thing I can think of. Somebody lit off a sticky bomb when I got close, and then I flew up off of it. Which is, if that's the case, that's a very... I thought that if that's the case, that's a really kick-ass tactic. I'm not exactly sure what I thought in this game. But those are my questions so far that I have. I've played around a little bit with Soldier. I've played around a little bit with Demo Man. And I think just like a couple minutes with the Scout class, where you run around and jump all over hell and back and blow people's heads off with your shotgun and move on for business. But I like this game a lot due to its it's a team objective based game, and if you don't, like I said, it's almost like Battlefield. If you don't have the team, you're going nowhere. But if you have the team, you can just steamroll some of these other teams. And this was a really well fought match, I thought. I've had a few of the defend and conquer matches go like literally 2 minutes. I don't know if it's a broken aspect of the game at some points, but it was like literally 2 minutes, and they're already capturing points, and nobody's paying attention. They're doing their own thing. It's almost like a Call of Duty team deathmatch all over again, certain games. So I decided, that's about the time I decided to come over here. And here is my absolutely horrible fail attempt at sniper. I got so sick of those snipers that I figured, well, I'm going to go up, I'm going to pick them off, and then I'm going to run back around while they're doing their little respawn thing and be done with them. And I come up in here, and here I'm just trying to work the corner and see where they're at. But no, right when I get about here, boom, I get taken out by a pyro. Well-deserved death. And I quickly switch back to heavy and say the hell with that. I don't even know what I was thinking. But that's the sniper rifle I unlocked. I don't even know if it's any good. I didn't even get a shot off of it. But what are you going to do? Find a class and stick with it for a while, I guess. And I was surprised to come back down here and see that we had all this cleared out. And eventually I got, you know, myself where I was just throwing my body at this thing. I don't even know if I'm pushing it. All I know is I'm close to it, spraying and praying until I drop. The hell with them, and just trying to move that cart as far as I possibly could move that cart with the limited amount of time I figured I was going to stay alive, because the medics really weren't doing too much in this game other than maybe they had a buddy or something they were hooking up, but I didn't get no medic help. If any, I don't even know if a medic ever even hit me once. But I get some kills, and we end up winning, so that's where I stand. Yes, I had the baby. Yes, more videos are coming. Everything's just been a chaotic, absolute disaster for the time being. But as you can see, the game's wrapping up. We do push forward just a little bit here, I think, when I'm respawning or just about to get back. Yes, there it is. We win. And I go around trying to blow everybody's brains out. But that's it, guys. Have a great week. I hope you had a great weekend. Have a great day. Peace.